Question 1. Topic: Commercial property insurance. Under commercial property policy, which of the following situations would not qualify for payment under the additional coverages? Debris removal clause. A debris caused by a fire at the insured property exceeding the policy limits for physical damage coverage. B. Debris from a neighboring property blown onto the insured property during a covered windstorm. C. Debris caused by a flood that damages the insured property and surrounding area even though flood is excluded under the policy. D. Removal of debris resulting from a covered fire as long as the total costs are within the policy's specified debris removal limits. Answer C. Explanation. A. Correct under most commercial property policies if fire is a covered peril, although costs exceeding limits might not be covered. B. Covered if the debris was caused by a covered peril like a windstorm. C. Not covered as debris removal for damage caused by an excluded peril. G. Flood is excluded. Most policies explicitly state that debris removal applies only to debris from covered perils. D. Covered as long as it is within the sublimit for debris removal specified in the policy. Relevant guideline, ISO Commercial Property Form Debris Removal Additional Coverage Clause. Question 2. Scenario-based. Topic: Workers' compensation and employers' liability. Scenario: Julia owns a construction company in Minnesota. One of her employees, Carlos, was injured on a job site. The injury occurred in Wisconsin, where Carlos was temporarily working for a week on a special project. Julia's workers' compensation policy includes other states' insurance. Carlos files a claim for medical expenses and lost wages. What is the insurer's likely response? A. The claim will be denied because Carlos was injured outside Minnesota, where the policy was issued. B. The claim will be covered because other states' insurance applies to temporary work in Wisconsin. C. The claim will be denied unless Julia specifically notified the insurer of work in Wisconsin. D. The claim will only be partially covered since it occurred out of state. Answer B. Explanation. A. Incorrect. Workers' compensation typically applies to injuries incurred during temporary out-of-state work. B. Correct. Other states' insurance covers temporary work in states listed in the policy's declarations. Minnesota law aligns with this principle, and Wisconsin is a reciprocal state for workers' compensation. C. Incorrect. Notification is typically required only for permanent work in another state. D. Incorrect. Coverage is not partial. It extends fully if the policy includes other states' insurance. Relevant guideline: NCCI Workers' Compensation Manual, Minnesota and Wisconsin Workers' Compensation Reciprocity Rules. Question 3. Topic: Cyber liability and data breach coverage. Which of the following scenarios would most likely trigger coverage under cyber liability policies? A breach response costs provision. A power outage at the insured's data center causes temporary disruption in services but no loss of data. B. An employee accidentally sends a confidential client database to the wrong email address, resulting in potential exposure of sensitive information. C. A competitor files a lawsuit claiming copyright infringement over the insured's advertising materials. D. The insured experiences a ransomware attack, but they restore systems without paying any ransom or incurring significant costs. Answer B. Explanation. A. Incorrect. A power outage typically falls under business interruption coverage, not breach response costs. B. Correct. The accidental disclosure of sensitive information constitutes a data breach, triggering breach response provisions such as client notification and credit monitoring costs. C. Incorrect. Copyright infringement relates to errors and omissions or advertising injury coverage under a CGL policy, not cyber liability. D. Incorrect. If no significant costs are incurred, breach response coverage may not be triggered. Relevant guideline: ISO Cyber Insurance Policies in Minnesota Data Breach Notification Laws. Question 4. Topic: Commercial General Liability CGL. Under a CGL policy, which of the following situations would not be covered under coverage? Bodily injury and property damage liability. A customer slips and falls on a wet floor at the insured's business, suffering injuries. B. A subcontractor's employee sues the insured for injuries sustained on a job site due to unsafe conditions created by the insured. C. The insured accidentally damages a client's property while delivering a service. D. The insured damages their own property during routine operations at their business premises. Answer D. Explanation. A. Covered as it involves bodily injury to a third party due to negligence. B. Covered under coverage A, as third-party liability for bodily injury applies, although additional exclusions might depend on contractual agreements. C. Covered if damage occurs to third-party property. D. Not covered, as CGL policies exclude coverage for damage to the insured's own property. This situation would require first-party property coverage. Relevant guideline, ISO CGL form. Section I. Coverage exclusions. Question 5. Scenario-based. Topic: Business Owners Policy BOP Scenario. David owns a small retail store in Minnesota and has a BOP. During a winter storm, heavy snow causes his roof to collapse, damaging inventory and forcing him to close the store for repairs. David files a claim to cover repair costs, lost income, and spoiled inventory. Which of the following outcomes is most likely under his BOP? A. The claim is partially denied because damage from snow is excluded under his BOP. B. The claim is fully covered, including repairs, lost income, and spoiled inventory. C. The claim is denied entirely because BOPs do not provide coverage for business interruptions. D. The claim is partially covered. Repair costs are paid, but lost income and spoiled inventory are excluded. Answer B. Explanation A. Incorrect. Most BOPs include coverage for damage caused by snow, ice, or sleet unless explicitly excluded. B. Correct. BOPs typically combine property and business interruption coverage, providing a comprehensive solution for repairs, lost income, and inventory damage. C. Incorrect. BOPs explicitly include business interruption coverage for covered perils. D. Incorrect. Lost income and spoiled inventory are usually covered under the additional coverage section of a BOP. A relevant guideline, ISO Business Owners Policy Form, additional coverages for business income and inventory. Question 6. Topic: Crime insurance. Which of the following scenarios would trigger coverage under crime insurance policies? Employee theft coverage. A. An employee embezzles funds from the company's bank account over several months. B. A third party steals cash from the company's safe during a break-in. C. A vendor fraudulently overbills the company for services not rendered. D. A customer shoplifts merchandise from the company's retail store. Answer A. Explanation A. Correct. Employee theft coverage protects against dishonest acts by employees, including embezzlement. B. Incorrect. This would typically fall under burglary or theft coverage, not employee theft. C. Incorrect. Vendor fraud is not covered under employee theft but may be addressed under fidelity bonds or specific fraud policies. D. Incorrect. Shoplifting is typically excluded unless addressed by separate property insurance. Relevant guideline, ISO Crime Insurance Policy, Employee Theft Insuring Agreement. Question 7. Topic: Commercial auto insurance. Under Commercial auto policy cap, which of the following symbols provides coverage for any auto owned, leased, hired, or borrowed by the insured? A. Symbol 1. B. Symbol 2. C. Symbol 7. D. Symbol 8. Answer A. Explanation A. Correct. Symbol 1 provides the broadest coverage for any auto, including owned, non-owned, hired, or borrowed vehicles. B. Incorrect. Symbol 2 is limited to owned autos only. C. Incorrect. Symbol 7 is restricted to specifically described autos listed in the policy. D. Incorrect. Symbol 8 applies to hired autos only. Relevant guideline, ISO Commercial Auto Policy Form. A description of covered auto designations. Question 8. Scenario-based. Topic: Environmental and pollution liability insurance. Scenario: Samantha's manufacturing company in Minnesota discovers that a recent chemical spill has contaminated the soil around their facility. The spill was accidental, and Samantha has a pollution liability policy in place. A third party sues Samantha's company for damages caused by the spill. How will her pollution liability policy likely respond? A. Deny the claim entirely, as environmental damage is excluded under all policies. B. Cover only the cleanup costs, as third-party claims are excluded. C. Cover the third-party claim and cleanup costs if the policy includes sudden and accidental pollution coverage. D. Deny the claim unless Samantha had a separate endorsement for soil contamination. Answer C. Explanation A. Incorrect. Pollution liability policies are designed to cover environmental damages under specific conditions. B. Incorrect. Most pollution liability policies include coverage for both cleanup costs and third-party claims if the pollution event is covered. C. Correct. Policies typically cover third-party damages and cleanup costs if the spill qualifies as sudden and accidental. D. Incorrect. Soil contamination is often included if the incident aligns with covered perils. Relevant guideline, Minnesota Pollution Control Agency regulations, ISO Pollution Liability Coverage Form. Question 9. Topic: Professional liability insurance. Which of the following professionals would most likely require a malpractice insurance policy rather than a general errors and omissions (EO) policy? A. An insurance agent providing policy advice to clients. B. A real estate agent involved in property transactions. C. A doctor providing medical care to patients. D. A software developer designing custom applications for businesses. Answer C. Explanation. A. Incorrect. Insurance agents typically require EU policies to cover professional advice errors. B. Incorrect. Real estate agents are generally covered under EO for transaction-related risks. C. Correct. Doctors require malpractice insurance, which specifically addresses risks associated with medical negligence. D. Incorrect. Software developers typically require EO for errors in design or implementation. Relevant guideline: malpractice insurance versus errors and omissions policies. Question 10. Topic: surety bonds and financial guarantee. Which of the following is not one of the key parties in a surety bond agreement? A. Obligee. B. Principal. C. Insurer. D. Surety. Answer C. Explanation. A. Incorrect. The obligee is the party requiring the bond. B. Incorrect. The principal is the party performing the obligation. C. Correct. Why insurers issue insurance policies. The surety bond involves a surety, not an insurer, as one of the three parties. D. Incorrect. The surety guarantees the principal's performance to the obligee. Relevant guideline: surety bonding basics of roles of principal, obligee, and surety. Question 11. Topic: homeowners insurance. Which of the following perils is not typically covered under a standard HO3 homeowners insurance policy? A. Fire. B. Windstorm. C. Earthquake. D. Theft. Answer C. Explanation. A. B. D. Covered under a standard HO3 policy. C. Earthquakes are excluded and require separate coverage or an endorsement. Relevant guideline: ISO Homeowners 3. Special form. Exclusions. Question 12. Topic: dwelling insurance. Which of the following is the broadest form of coverage under dwelling policy? A. Deeper 1, basic form. B. Deeper 2, broad form. C. Deeper 3, special form. D. Deeper 4, tenants form. Answer C. Explanation. Deeper 3, special form, provides all risk coverage for the structure while other forms are more limited. Relevant guideline: ISO dwelling policy forms. Question 13. Scenario-based. Topic: business income coverage scenario. A small cafe in Kansas suffers fire damage, forcing it to close for repairs. The cafe owner files a claim under the business income coverage of their policy. What types of losses are most likely covered? A. Lost income only. B. Lost income and payroll expenses for key employees. C. Repair costs for the structure. D. Increased rent due to temporary relocation. Correct answer B. Explanation. Business income insurance typically covers lost income and payroll for essential employees, but not property repair costs or relocation expenses unless specifically endorsed. Relevant guideline: ISO business income and extra expense coverage form. Question 14. Topic: umbrella insurance. Which of the following best describes the primary purpose of umbrella liability insurance? A. It covers intentional acts excluded by primary policies. B. It provides coverage for damages that exceed the limits of underlying liability policies. C. It replaces general liability insurance. D. It covers first-party property damage. Answer B. Explanation. Umbrella insurance is designed to provide excess liability coverage over and above the limits of primary policies. A relevant guideline: umbrella and excess liability coverage overview. Question 15. Topic: workers' compensation insurance. Which of the following injuries would not be covered under a workers' compensation policy? A. A back injury sustained while lifting heavy equipment at work. B. A repetitive stress injury caused by prolonged use of a computer. C. An injury sustained while commuting to work. D. A fall from a ladder during a job-related task. Answer C. Explanation. A. B. D. Covered as they result from job-related activities. C. Commuting injuries are excluded unless explicitly covered under a state-specific endorsement. Relevant guideline: workers' compensation policy basics. Question 16. Topic: commercial property insurance. Which of the following is the most common coinsurance percentage required in commercial property insurance? A. 50%. B. 60%. C. 80%. D. 100%. Answer C. Explanation. Most policies require an 80% coinsurance clause, meaning the insured must carry insurance equal to at least 80% of the property's replacement cost to avoid penalties. A relevant guideline, ISO Commercial Property Policy Forms. Question 17, scenario-based topic. Inland marine insurance scenario. A construction company in Illinois transports expensive tools and equipment to job sites. During transport, the truck carrying the equipment is involved in an accident and the equipment is damaged. Which policy is most likely to cover this loss? A. Commercial property insurance. B. Business owner's policy BOP. C. Inland marine insurance. D. General liability insurance. Answer C. Explanation. Inland marine insurance provides coverage for movable or transportable property, including equipment and tools, during transit. Relevant guideline, Inland Marine Coverage Overview. Question 18. Topic: Flood insurance. Which entity administers the majority of flood insurance policies in the United States? A. Private insurers exclusively. B. Federal Emergency Management Agency FEMA. C. National Association of Insurance Commissioners NAIC. D. U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development HUN. Answer B. Explanation. Flood insurance in the U.S. is administered by FEMA through the National Flood Insurance Program (NFIP). Relevant guideline, FEMA Flood Insurance Guidelines. Question 19. Topic: Auto insurance. Under a personal auto policy (PAP), which of the following vehicles is not covered for liability? A. A rental car used while the insured's car is being repaired. B. A company car provided for the insured's regular use. C. A trailer attached to the insured's car. D. A car borrowed occasionally from a friend. Answer B. Explanation. Company-provided cars for regular use are typically excluded unless specifically endorsed. A relevant guideline, ISO Personal Auto Policy Coverage. Question 20. Topic: Cyber insurance. Which of the following losses would most likely be covered under a cyber liability insurance policy? A. Physical damage to computer equipment caused by a fire. B. Theft of sensitive customer data during a cyber attack. C. Loss of revenue due to a supply chain disruption. D. Employee theft of intellectual property. Answer B. Explanation. Cyber liability insurance is designed to cover losses related to data breaches, including the theft of sensitive customer information. Relevant guideline, Cyber Insurance Coverage Overview. Question 21. Topic: Commercial general liability. Which of the following is not covered under coverage? Either commercial general liability (CGL) policy. A. Bodily injury caused by a product defect. B. Property damage to a client's building caused by the insured's operations. C. Medical expenses incurred by a customer who slips on the insured's premises. D. Property damage to the insured's own building. Answer D. Explanation. Coverage. A CGL policy covers third-party bodily injury and property damage. It does not cover damage to the insured's own property, which is typically covered under a property insurance policy. Question 22. Topic: Liability coverage. What is the purpose of a claims-made liability policy trigger? A. To provide coverage for claims made and reported during the policy period. B. To cover any claims made for incidents that occurred in the past. C. To pay only for claims arising from new policies. D. To provide unlimited coverage for claims occurring before the policy period. Answer A. Explanation. A claims-made policy provides coverage only for claims reported during the policy period, regardless of when the incident occurred, as long as it is within the retroactive date. Question 23. Topic: Auto insurance. What is the primary purpose of uninsured motorist coverage? A. To cover medical payments for passengers in the insured's vehicle. B. To provide liability coverage for at-fault accidents caused by the insured. C. To pay for injuries or damages caused by a driver with no insurance. D. To cover damages to the insured's car caused by a hit and run. Answer C. Explanation. coverage pays for injuries or damages caused by a driver who has no insurance. It can also cover hit and run incidents in some policies. Question 24. Scenario-based topic: Personal property insurance scenario. An insured homeowner in Illinois accidentally leaves a faucet running, flooding the kitchen. The water damages the flooring and cabinets. Under a standard HO3 policy, what is most likely covered? A. Replacement of the flooring and cabinets. B. The cost of repairing the plumbing that caused the leak. C. Both A and B. D. Neither A nor B. Correct answer A. Explanation. Damage caused by accidental discharge of water is typically covered under the HO3 policy, but repairs to the plumbing are excluded unless caused by a covered peril. Question 25. Topic: Commercial auto insurance. Which of the following symbols provides the broadest coverage under a commercial auto policy? A. Symbol 1. Any auto. B. Symbol 2. Owned autos only. C. Symbol 7. Specifically described autos. D. Symbol 8. Hired autos only. Answer: A. Explanation. Symbol 1 offers the broadest coverage by including liability for any auto used by the insured. Question 26. Topic: Inland marine insurance. Which type of property is most likely to be insured under an inland marine policy? A. Office furniture and fixtures. B. Inventory stored at the insured's warehouse. C. Fine art being transported to an exhibition. D. The insured's building. Answer: C. Explanation. Inland marine policies cover property in transit or property that is movable, such as fine art. Question 27. Topic: Workers' compensation. Which of the following benefits is not typically provided under workers' compensation insurance? A. Medical expenses for work-related injuries. B. Rehabilitation costs for injured workers. C. Pain and suffering damages. D. Lost wages during recovery. Answer: C. Explanation. Workers' compensation does not cover pain and suffering. It focuses on medical expenses, rehabilitation, and lost wages. Question 28. Topic: Homeowners insurance. Which endorsement is most appropriate for a homeowner who owns valuable jewelry? A. Scheduled personal property endorsement. B. Personal liability endorsement. C. Ordinance or law coverage. D. Loss of use coverage. Answer: A. Explanation. A scheduled personal property endorsement specifically provides coverage for high-value items like jewelry, fine art, or collectibles. Question 29. Scenario-based. Topic: Flood insurance. Scenario: a business owner in Kansas City experiences water damage to their warehouse following heavy rainfall. The water enters the building due to rising water levels in a nearby river. Which policy would cover the damage? A. Commercial property insurance. B. Business owner's policy BOP. C. Flood insurance. D. Equipment breakdown insurance. Answer: C. Explanation. Flood insurance covers damage caused by rising water levels, which is excluded under standard property insurance or BOP policies. Question 30. Topic: Extra expense coverage. What is the primary purpose of extra expense coverage under business interruption policy? A. To pay for the repair of damaged property. B. To cover additional costs incurred to continue operations after a loss. C. To compensate for lost revenue during the restoration period. D. To provide coverage for legal expenses arising from a loss. Answer: B. Explanation. Extra expense coverage pays for additional costs, such as renting temporary facilities to maintain business operations following a covered loss.